Alright, so this is a VOD review for Tsudxroki. Alright, we'll start it up here. Let's move forward a bit. So, on Zarya, let's look at both team comps. We have let's first look at tanks. We have Zarya Hog versus Sig Monkey. So, first fight, you want to try to get as much charge from your bubbles as possible. You're gonna see either who Monkey is gonna jump. If he jumps early, you could look to bubble whoever he's jumping to make sure they survive. Or you could just look for, because if Sig rocks early, you could bubble that. Or if you see Ana throwing an early nade, you could try to soak that up with a bubble. And if someone's trying to run away from a Bastion, you could also look to bubble that. We'll see how it goes though. You have Kree, Mei on DPS, you're getting Sebastian Soldier, you have Mercy Zen. Again, with Mercy Zen, you have to watch out in case they have a lot of burst. You cannot afford to take a lot of burst damage because your Mercy wants to be pocketing your Kree as much as she can, and your Zen also wants to keep orb on Mei Kree or whoever's low. And if you're low, you're going to get healed slowly. So you don't want to take too much damage, like in a burst, because you're going to be low HP for a while here. So, Monkey jumps in first. There's no one really you have to bubble just yet. Soldier's off angling, we see that. Let's see, their Ana's holding up there. You can't really do much to her if she stays there. You could throw a couple right clicks. Bastion setting up main. Sig's behind you, not Mei. Well, okay, let's go back to your point of view. So here, you bubble this. You get a good amount of charge there. You don't really have to bubble your Mei. Let's slow that down actually. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. Because I don't think your Mei is getting focused there. You take a decent amount of damage because the soldier's spamming main, but your Mei isn't really being looked at, and she has her cryo freeze in case anything goes wrong, so you don't need to bubble her. Here you shoot a couple of right clicks at Bastion. Sig is watching point. If you don't really do anything to Sig here, if he has his shield up, you either want to run past it or tell your team and you to just melt that shield. Because here, if you only walk in alone here, you can't really do a lot here. So if your team follows you, you kill the Sig here. That's good. But who is up here? Let's check a couple seconds before. Oh my god. Wait, let's go back a little bit. Let's watch the first fight. First fight's really important on these control maps. Let me move it a little quicker. Alright. So your Mercy gets picked here, and your Zen also gets picked walking main. So if you want to walk main here and you want to run to point, you have to tell your team to follow you like as fast as possible, because a lot of problem is with support players and stuff, or just supports in general, is they stall a little bit too long and then trying to rotate the tanks that are already there. You need to turn back and make sure they cross safely, or they need to just walk really close to you and you guys all run to point, or else they're gonna get picked off by a soldier. He could stand here and he just kills them for free. Or an alternative, instead of walking down there to contest the Sig who's sitting there, either, again, you get everyone to push Sig, or you just hold over here, you walk over here main. Let's see, right before you decide to walk down. Here, you could just look to contest Bastion, throw right clicks at him or something. Just play around here so your supports have someone in front of them. But let's just keep going. Where are you? So here, you die early. Wait, hold on, let's see if anything could have been done here. So you're here, you're shooting some right clicks. You're high charge here. Again, you just have to farm because you're gonna die. Just try to land right clicks in the middle of them. Just build as much grab as possible. Here, make sure you tell your team, just wait for me. Don't feed a lot of out charge. So a lot of people will just walk in 5v6 if you don't tell them. I like the right clicks out of spawn. That's good. Here, yeah, you could bubble just to get some charge. Okay, if you're doing that, you have to stay relatively close to a wall, because their Sig has rock. You have to think about what they have. You can bubble the Sig rock, or you can bubble for the damage and then dip from the Sig rock. Like, don't stay out in the open to get hit by it, unless you're pretty far away from them where you can comfortably dodge it. Here, wait, let's check. Is your team following you here? How much charge do you have? You have 32 charge. This is a little risky. You won't be able to get a lot done here, I think. But it is a decent off angle. It's ambitious. You kill the Lucio, no one turns around, but your team dies. That's not good. Thing is, with an off, when you go for something like that on Zarya, you're out of the fight for a while, and your team will probably die 5v6. You kill 2 though. That's big. You kill Sig here. That's good. That's good. Bastion gets hooked. That was very interesting. I don't know how they didn't. If they turned on you there, that could have been really bad. In theory, it would have been bad. But they did not turn for you. That's great. You killed Hog there. You don't need a grab. If you get like one pick and the fight's looking good, they're not using any ults, everything looks chill, you really want to save your grab to win next fight. Because remember, they have 53%. You have like 12% on objective. Maybe after next fight, 30. You really need to win a couple fights here, so you want to keep your grab. You don't want to be throwing them out like that. Good, you kill Soldier here, I think. Okay, yeah, Sig is trolling here. You could just walk on Sig. They're Bastion, actually. Yeah, you could just, like, let's say Bastion is holding right there, and their Sig is, like, over here, and he's not playing with his Bastion. You could just sit right here, out of LOS of the Bastion, just beam the Sig, like here, and then if the Sig turns a little bit, go here. Don't peek the Bastion, just play a little farther here. Like, you could just do something like that just to farm the Sig a bit. Because Sig, remember, with his nerfs, his shield takes a while to get placed down. You could just farm, especially with high charge. Okay, here, there's Sig ults. You wait to bubble someone. Okay, he just ran in and died there. Remember, Sigs will look to ult after they see both of your bubbles down. So you don't want to. Sometimes you don't want to use them just freely for charge if you're high charge. You want to either bubble the Discords if they have a Zen, bubble the Antis if they have an Ana, if you're high charge, or if they have Sig ult or like Grav up, you want to keep your bubbles. You don't want to use them freely. There, you don't have to bubble too early because their Bastion is still in. He's still in the animation of it, so he's not gonna shoot. Your Moira has Fade up still. She doesn't need bubble right away. That's not a bad bubble. Your Mei wasn't off. You should just be playing under Cubby here. They beat it, so you have a free grab. That is unfortunate, yeah, with the anti-timing and your trends. Okay, there you just built Grav. If you had Grav there, it could have been big to hold them off, but we used it a little bit earlier there. So they take that. You should win next fight in theory with your Blizzard Grav. Let's see what happens though. Okay, that's not a bad bubble. Okay, a Bastion spamming. You just walk a little bit and then... Okay, that's an early Grav. If your team can follow up on that, that's big. It's a big opening. Let's see this. Yeah, that was a pretty good grab there. I would not bank on them doing that all the time, but yeah, if they're out of position like that, and they have no answer to it, that's very interesting. Not a bad grab though, not a bad grab. It was early, but they were out of position. You caught them out. That's good. Let's see this. They're on his. You got her. Okay. Their ball is going to touch. Their ball doesn't touch. Very interesting. Alright, next map. Alright, there it is. Okay, let's see. They changed up their comp. They have... Okay, so you have May Reaper. Do you want to be brawling either right side close, or you want to just play pillars and just try to brawl on point if they are on point. They have Echo. Against Echo, a good thing to do is to hold your bubbles for someone she stickies, because she is looking to burst someone. If you have like a Sig, let's say, she stickies him, he just gets bursted, but you can bubble him, save him, something like that. Your hog is out of position or something, you bubble him and he lives from her stickies or something. It's just very useful. They have Torb. Double shield Moira Lucio. Again, that comp is weird because they're going to be trying to play as a group and they should not have a Lucio because they're not going to be speeding together. They're going to be trying to anchor somewhere. Moira, she's also not great in that comp. You really want to BAP there. You want to BAP Zen or something with double shield. Like, that's very interesting. But of course, I guess they can make it work. Your comp is alright into that, I guess. You can really make anything work. Let's keep watching. Okay. You bubble out. Don't walk too far out, but yeah, bubble, you're chilling. Okay, you're taking a lot of damage there. You have to make sure to be playing the corners. Now you can walk in a little bit. Play close to like one of the pillars here. You could, in theory, you could just tell your team you can walk in with them. If you play around a pillar like this, you could pretty much be able to chill over here and melt someone. And if they start walking on you, your team can just walk in. Let's see this. That's not a bad bubble. But again, your Maya's cryo, you don't need to bubble her. Okay, the Reaper has no fade. Let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, if your Reaper doesn't look like he's going to go in, don't bother. If they're not getting focused or they're peeking, you can't really trust them to walk back in to get your charge. And now you're high charge. So you just want to be bubbling rocks or just people taking a lot of damage. Okay. Let's watch that again. Let's see what happened. You're half HP. You don't want to be peeking that low. Okay, you're full HP here. What happens? You bubble him. Okay, okay, let's see this. Their Torb is doing a lot of damage to you. You don't want to really be peeking that without bubble because he gets free damage on you. You can't really beam him. And their Moira decides to push you. She's getting a little bit inspirational. You could probably just sit here and just melt her, and you could be LOS of your healers. Your Zen's low. Your Moira got picked by the Torbalt, so that's unfortunate. You just have to stay alive here. You could honestly just stand like right here and try to take the duel. Do you have bubble up? You do not have bubble. Yeah, you could just try to wait it out. Wait for your bubble. There's no point running into your team there because they have... You really want to watch where you're walking if they have Torbalt. And you could just stay here, try to fight the Moira if she's half. Even in Coalescence, you can win. Okay, you're on Sig now. Let's see this. Ryan Sig on a Mercy Ashe. So your Mercy should be pocketing your Ashe here, or you maybe. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh wait, my bad. Let's move back a little bit here. Let's see, opening and starting the fight. So if we see their Orisa with Fortify, we do not want to rock that. That decreases our DPS. You want to be holding left click and just dealing damage if she has Fortify and she sees you, or if she doesn't see you. I guess technically you could stun her, rock her, but if she has Fortify on, you're just losing DPS shooting at your rock. Your rock does 70 damage and your left click does 110, I think, both of them, and you could easily hit them. You want to save your rock for something. Into that comp, you want to rock maybe... If you know Reapers has ult, you can try to rock him. You could save rock for their Sig if he has shield down or he's eating. Let's see how this fight plays out though. Okay, wait, I'm going to go back a little bit more. You know, I want to go third person here. Let's see this. So, their Sig is right side. You could either walk onto their Orisa, but since your team is also here, you could just shield off their Sig and try to take the duel here. Let's see what happens. Your Rhine takes that duel. I don't really like that. I think your Ryan should be taking the duel with Orisa maybe if she's playing far like that. And because yeah, your Ryan just gets fucked by the Sig in Torb. He just gets kited. But let's go back to you. Let's see this. Okay, so you're down your rock here. You walk in. Okay, here you need a shield not to take too much damage. You can just put a shield at the corner. The Reaper trolls it a bit. Okay, here Orisa fucked up her shield. You could just shield in front of her shield and just walk in. And you don't want to be rocking too close to the shields because even though it looks like it's not going to get hit, sometimes you just get scammed by Blizzard. Here you can, yeah, that's good. You just kill the Orisa real quick and then you get Bongo as fast as possible. Yeah, Bongo could turn in the fight. That's good killing the Moira though. You really want to tell your team kill Bongo or you want to do it yourself because that shit is very that can turn the fight even if it's 4v5 or something. You got some nice kills though. That's good. Let's see this. So here, as Sig, you don't want to just be standing on point. Sometimes you could just walk right side. It's a bit more of a high ground, and you could just shield here. You don't want to be walking here either. I've made this mistake a bunch of times. You can just get walked on, but you can, if you walk here, you could just kite here, but it's not ideal. You can be sitting here on the stairs. You could be left side. You can also be here. This is not a bad off angle over here. You can shoot them if they're all committed over here. But you also have to watch out for flankers in case they call it out and someone flanks you from here. So you could put like a shield like this and be able to shoot freely from this side, whatever. You really can't get, if they have like double shield and stuff, there's no chance they can kill you. Just make sure they don't have a character like Chase or Genji, or Echo, they just walk on you. That could be scary. Especially taking off angles is good against comps that play together, but against split comps, hog ball, Echo, it can be dangerous to take off angles. With higher risk, higher reward. Actually, not even higher reward, just the same reward, just a lot more risk. So, but here, yeah, against that comp, like a double shield, you can off angle, and you can create a lot of space here. Okay, there you want to be with your Rhine. If your Rhine is doing something, you can just be with him if you're not going to take an off angle. Staying over here left side isn't going to do too much. Here you should also take your shield down. You want to keep your shield. Your shield is valuable. If your Rhine has full shield, you could just stand behind them. You're chilling if you're going to stay on point with him. Let's check over here. Yeah, here. Okay, let's just look at it from Rhine's POV. So here, you should not be over here. You should be walking with your Rhine. If they're pushing you from here, you can stay with your Rhine. Your Rhine gets a big shatter, you could just follow up with him. Okay, also either that or you could stay as Sig. You could just, okay, since your shift has a box in front of it, you can stand behind your Rhine and shift and it will eat the bullets in front of him. You could do that to protect him from getting spammed out, but he gets a nice shatter. He gets nanoed. You win the fight over there. Let's see that. They're Lucio with speed. They pretty much lose that. You flux. Okay, let's go back to you. Let's check back. Okay. Okay, wait, I missed a little bit. Okay, here. You poke out the Reaper. You flux this. See this? That's big. You flux. You weren't up too many, so the flux wasn't bad. I don't think it was needed, but yeah, it's not bad. You can shield so Moira doesn't get anything from it, but if she wants to do that, I guess. That's kind of weird. It's a nice rock. You don't want to rock if their Sig hits shield, because chances are their Sig will just shield it. If he has shield and he takes it down, that's another story though, because it's on a 3-second cooldown. You get to form your rock and rock him. The breakthrough was near. Let's see this. Okay, you switch on to ball. Try to hook out his spawn. Unfortunate. You go next map though. Let's see this. You skip forward. Okay, Rhine Zarya against Rhine Hog. Echo, again, you can bubble the stickies because again, they have Mercy too. Damage boost and stickies do a lot of damage. Bubbling that is never a bad idea. They have a hog. You really have to pay attention to him, because if he hits a hook, you want to make sure you have friendly bubble to bubble someone out of it. Or if he's looking to hook you, you just have to not mess up the timing. Just try to block it, or just wait until he hooks and then just try to beam him. Torb, you could also get some free charge for his fight off of that. Let's see. You want to walk with your Rhine here, or okay, here you got charge. That's a lot of damage. You want to play close to corner so you don't take too much. Here, your bubbles are down, so you want to tell your Rhine chill. Chill, chill, chill. Wait for bubble rotation. You don't want to be dropping there. You want to be with your team up there. Okay, that's not bad. What's going on? Okay, you want to try to be with your Rhine. It's not a bad bubble. Here, you can walk up a little bit, and you see their Echo. You could also beam her. Wait, how close was she? Their Echo was... No, their Echo was a bit far away, actually. But yeah, you could just stay with your Rhine. Again, try to look for their hog. Just bubble his hooks. Be an LOS of their hog most of the time. You can, if it's safe. You're pushing up alone here a bit. That's a bit dangerous. But your Rhine's there. That's good. If your Rhine walks in front of you, you don't need to bubble yourself. Let me see that from your perspective, though. Okay, here. You take this. Good. Alright, you're beaming him. Again, you have to watch out because they are going to be coming soon. You want to be checking because you can't just let them walk on you. Especially when you shoot a right click, you can look around. I just said look around, and your Rhine missed the block, but it's okay. You still win this. Let's see this. You could be focusing the Mercy here. You don't have to be beaming a shield. If their Mercy's out of position like that, you could just look the... yeah. If their Rhine starts up the charge, just run to a corner. Play close to a corner and just run to the corner. You just listen to the audio cue, just stay behind a corner. Make sure you can't get vacuum pin like that. Let's see this. Your team is pretty much lost, so it's not worth it to go ball here. You're close to grab. That's good. Now you just wait. You just wait. If you go look to bubble your Rhine to get some charges, he's weaving. Okay, never mind. He dies. You tell your team, wait here. You just tell your team to dip. Some good charge. You could just bubble the fire strike. Oh my. That's interesting. Yeah, actually, you could bubble the fire strike, but yeah, that's also true. It does put you at a risk of getting shattered there. Realistically, you don't want to be pushed up without your Rhine. Let's see this. Wait, I'm going back a little bit more to see the grab. Okay. Is your Rhine back? You have to check that. Your Rhine is not back. Your Echo is going off to Narnia, so you don't have a lot of follow-up on that. See the grab. Yeah, you really don't want to grab that because you really don't have any follow-up. You have Moira. They have a copy. Your Rhine is over here. Your Echo's not there, and your Mei is chilling over here, looking at the wall. All right, the wall's pretty cool, but you don't have follow-up on that. So let's check again. Let me go back again. Hold on. Let's see full context. Okay. Very interesting. They copy. You just want to try to get out. You want to backpedal. You don't want to. Yeah, there you should just be backpedaling. You don't want to be fighting that. See this? Okay, alt. You just want to try to run. Tell your team to back off. Try to bubble your Rhine. Just tell them just chill. Wait for everyone to back up. Now here you just want to run back. You just want to run back. You just want to be trying to either get over there or you want it to be over here. So best situation, you just try to bubble yourself, get out of LOS. But this also isn't bad. If your team's holding there, you could also chill over here. So their Rhine is down. That's a blizzard. Your Rhine's down, but you could still win that. You're an LS of healers, that's good. Kill turret, you You're okay. Good. Good focus on the Moira. You could just kill Echo here. She's trolling. That's good. You bubble your coalescence. It's big. You could tell your team look at Hog, or you could also just look to burst down the healer. Their Moira's running really far away. You don't need to chase her, but it's not a bad idea. You're a bit far from your team. Here, you don't really need a grab. You look at kill feed. Your team killed 4. You don't need the grab. Even if you die, I don't see your team losing that. Again, the game is close. You don't want to throw a grab that you don't need to throw out. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, you don't want to be bubbling the primary fires because she could just stop shooting primary fires. You really should be having your bubble up for your Rhine. Oh my god. You both Rhine shadowed like the whole team there. That's a good bubble on the Rhine. You kill Rhine. You guys trade Rhines. Okay. There, you should have grab because having the grab there, you could just grab whatever your Rhine shattered and he follows up and kills everything. You not having grab there, it's very unfortunate. It is second to last fight though. You switch on to D.Va to contest. I'd recommend Ball, but D.Va's not bad, I guess. Let's see this. Yep, good. You kill Hog here. You... Right here. Okay. That's good, DM. Okay. There's not much there. You just have to watch out when you're grabbing. If your team is up by a bit, you don't want to be grabbing for free. Always check the kill feed. Always be aware of what's going on. Where was it? Was it here? No, it wasn't here. How many were dead? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. After the third one, you should be chilling. You could also have been there with your team, but this wasn't a bad play, and if that happens, just be aware why you're grabbing and who you're grabbing and when you're grabbing. If the team fight is close, you could just grab it, turn it, make sure you drag it out, you get more %. If you already have, like, let's say 2 picks, you could just focus people down as a team. You don't really need a grab there. And if you're already down like 2-3, don't grab it unless you have grab dragons and you know you're getting 6 and they don't have lamp and they don't have trans. You can just go for it. But also they don't have defensive ults, so you get your grabs will just kill the whole team. Both teams don't have defensive ults, so them not having a Zarya, interesting. But anyways, I hope my VOD review helped you a little bit. Also, I'll explain again. The Sig eating behind someone is like over here. If you pick Sig and your teammate is, let's say, that's my friend that we bought. That's your Rhino, let's say, right? You can, your eat is in like a box. So if you eat like behind them, you could be like here. You see, like this, and you still get the charge from it. So you could just stand behind someone and just eat for them. And if your Rhino wants to swing a bit, you could also just shield in front of him. He can play around it for a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, and you're welcome for the VOD review. Thank you. See ya.